Hi there, I am Lance. Sure. Anyways, this is my product or gear video on lanterns that I have and use, and I love camping. I'm one of those people though that I camp for maybe 2 nights, 3 nights at the most. Camping for a week, so tiring, so boring. I love being out in nature. I go on lots of hikes, but I don't know, there might be something wrong with, I get distracted, I get bored easy, so I've got to find things to do. I like camping for one night, ridiculous. You set up one night, you take down the next day, that's annoying. Having at least 2 nights means you have at least 1 full day of not having to worry about it. 2 full days is better. I think an ideal camping trip for me is 3 nights. Yep. Of course, it depends on the place too. So what do you need when you're camping? Probably more so than a lot of other situations. However, I do like to have lanterns with me when I'm caving. And also some of these ones, like these small ones, will go down into, I have an old mine shaft that I'm dropping a camera rig down into. And there will be various types of lights going down with the camera rig so the cameras can see well. Sending the 360 down there. So having one of these will be handy. These are, and you can find these if you search, I don't know, brand name on here is Everbright. These are like 10 bucks or less each. The nice thing about it is the lantern part actually screws in, so it won't just pop open, which is why I keep them on a carabiner and keep them clipped to my belt whenever I'm hiking and it might get nighttime. These give me 2 purposes. If I'm on my way back and it's, you know, this time of year, the sun goes down in the, around a little before 5 p.m. But if you're in the trees up in the mountains, it starts getting dark around 4, and some people don't realize that. So if I pass other hikers and they're heading up, I will ask them if they have a light, and if they don't, these are good giveaways. Say, here, you're gonna need a light coming back. Phone will work, but it'll drain the battery quickly. It's good to have just a little light. These are AAA powered, I believe. They're they got a good little spotlight on them. You just turn it on and you got a little spotlight, which can be useful. The lantern, when it does start to get dark, I will just leave this hang on my belt and turn one of them on, and well, probably not on flashing mode, but like that, and it marks where I am and gives me a little light around me. It's a handy little light to have. They are part of my regular kit for hiking this time of year. Now here is a Coleman. I got it from Uline. This was a free gift from Uline. I've had a couple of them. They're great lanterns for power outages. They're a little heavy, but I still might take one camping or both just for tent lights and stuff. Of course, I have better ones now. The thing about these are the bottom is a Bluetooth speaker. To be honest, I don't know if it sounds good or not. I don't think I've ever used it. I don't even know if I guess it's charged if the light works, because it's all, I think, the same power, yeah. So, if you want a nice lantern with a Bluetooth speaker, which could be useful camping if you plan on dancing while camping, that would be your thing. Like I said, a little heavy, not something I'd pack on one of my woods walks, but back to another free gift from Uline. 2-pack of these. They're not very expensive. They also have both a spotlight, which has a button on it, and it's got a good range. It's not super bright. These are, I think, AAA. They're kind of weird. They are 3 AAA. Got Uline batteries in them. They might be getting old. Turn on the lantern. Just pull up the top. You got the little lantern. These also will make useful lanterns to drop down into the mine shaft for light. You can unclip the handle and you can flip it around and clip it on the other side here. Hopefully I can do this quickly. And then you have a little handle like this, which might be more useful for a lantern. I've got some miniature, called Super 8s or something like that that are used in climbing. I 3D printed some small ones, so I'll take the black strap off of this, and with these rings use some Super 8s to attach them to some little 3D printed Super 8s to attach them to a rope as I'm lowering down my camera rig for, I don't know, I'll call it the hole. Mineshaft. This is my go-to for camping, and this is a great lightweight rechargeable with remote control light that you can use in for hiking, especially overnight hiking. You want a nice little lantern at night. This is pretty good. It's not, I have some lighter things that I'd probably use depending on the trip. Now the remote control, you can see, does nothing until you turn it on. So once you turn it on, if I keep holding, you see the lights came on, now I can control it with the remote control. And there's basically, you can change which mode, turn it on and off, and increase and decrease the brightness. Same buttons are on here. If I hold this down steady for a while, it will come on, and I can change the brightness. So if I want to tone it down, I can change the mode by cycling through the power thing. And there's basically just different colors of light, and then brightness things. And like I said, you've got the different things there. And when you turn it off, after, I don't know, a couple minutes of nothing, the little lights will come on, so go off, and then the remote control won't be working. And it does appear there is, I noticed this just recently, there is a magnet that will hold the remote control in place, which is kind of cool. For now, because this will get tossed in a bag or something, I will just clip the remote control onto the handle. And those are my lanterns. I think that's it for my little preliminary show. Now, maybe tomorrow I'll start doing, today's Tuesday, probably Thursday I'll start doing some more product videos. Oh, let me just throw one more, because I need something. Sorry, my head's so close. Don't look too close in my ear. I'm a million years old. Bike lights. I do have some good bike lights that I use, and I guess we should go into those at some point. They are a type of flashlight, and since they tend to come off their bracket and can be used as bike lights or flashlights, it's probably good to get some knowledge about them out there too. Anyways, I need a catchphrase. Well, if any of my, what's this time, like 20 followers are paying attention and want to give me some ideas for a catchphrase, throw some out in the comments. But my remote control to the camera, I got a little joystick here. I can drop it. Very good. I can press a button and zoom in, press the other button, zoom out. I also have, if I do this right, let's see, double click that. There, now I can rotate instead of zoom. Could be very useful. I can track my face, do all sorts of things. It's, oh, okay, we turned me sideways. Turn me back. Okay, I'm done.